Hi everyone, it is Anita Serene and welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Anita and I am a psychic medium. In today's video, we are going to be looking at what August is going to bring you for the year of 2025. And I will be using the tarot cards as well as my intuition, as well as the current astrological transits. I am so excited to show you guys the options, but before I do that, I do want to give a quick shout out to my sponsors Cove Pure for helping make today's video happen.
Tonight we are making moon water, and this is for manifestation and spell work where you fill up the jar of water and you charge it under a full or new moon to get the moon's benefits. Now, I don't have to tell you that sink water is super gross. You should not be drinking this, using it in your cooking or in your spell work.
As you guys know, I go on and on and on about how I am against fluoride, and there's so much fluoride in tap water. And the reason why fluoride is bad is because it calcifies your pineal gland. And when your pineal gland is calcified, it blocks your intuition and your connection to your spiritual gifts. Now, Cove Pure is third-party lab tested to remove over 99% of fluoride from water.
One thing I love about this is that it's super easy to set up. I'm someone who avoids appliances because I don't understand directions. I'm just a girl. I'm just gonna be so honest. Following instructions kills me, but I literally figured this out so easy. So don't let that deter you. Okay, look at it doing its thing. This is the nasty sink water. This is where all the clean water is going to come through so we can use it. Pretty much this pretty little machine here is a reverse osmosis water filter that takes all of the nasty water and filters it into pristine, clear water with good energy. But unlike most water filters that take out even the good minerals, this one returns beneficial ones like calcium and magnesium back to your water. In spell work, it is so important to get your materials as pure as possible. Like for instance, when I'm manifesting, I do not get my candles from a janky spellwork store that has bad energy because the energy will seep into my materials. I only get them from pristine places. So the water that I use for manifestation and drinking water affirmations is no different. You can even choose the temperature of the water. So if you need hot water for tea or coffee, you can make it right here and it'll come out. We don't need hot water today. I think normal water is just fine, but it also dispenses cold water as well, which is really convenient. So I'm gonna press normal. We're gonna put this purified water into the jar. Just like that. Now we're going to set this jar of water underneath the full moon tonight to soak up all the full moon energy for manifestation. Think about all of the plastic bottles you're gonna be saving by not buying bottled water. Now with the Cove Pure water filtration system, I will no longer have to buy bottled water, and that makes me better than all of you. If you want to be better than everyone else and also know, like in all real terms, save the environment and do something good for your body, go to covepure.com/Anita Serene or use the barcode, scan the barcode, and receive $200 off your Cove Pure water filtration system.
That is some excellent tasting water. Thank you to Cove Pure. Check them out, guys. So now these are your 3 options, and what I need you to do is I need you to meditate on the 3 options and see which one your intuition feels drawn to. And whatever one your intuition feels drawn to is the one you're supposed to listen to. And you know, if your intuition is feeling a little bit shaky, you can always use a random number generator and generate a number between 1, 2, 3, and whichever the number generator generates is the one that you are supposed to listen to. Be sure to just quiet your mind and really ask your higher self and your angels which one is for you. and take as much time as you need. Pause the video if you need to. Once you pick an option, the timestamps are located in the pinned comment as well as the description right underneath the Cove Pure link. So, like I said, we are about to get started. So if you need more time, be sure to pause that video. Group number 1, for those of you who chose this option right here, your August is interesting because I feel as though I'm getting September and then 999 and people born on the 17th as further confirmation. However, those little details I put in to help confirm your intuition if you are feeling uncertain. But if it doesn't resonate with you, that's totally okay. Now, I'm getting this image where you're being shown, you're getting a vision from God that this is the life you're supposed to have. This is the destiny that is mapped out for you. And you've gotten a vision that actually your dreams aren't that far off from reality. And it's only a matter of time of when. But instead of living in the future about it and worried about how you're going to get it, you're getting this inner knowing of, I'm supposed to have it. Like, this is something that's going to happen to me and I'm supposed to have it. And I'm not anxious about when it's going to happen because I know it's going to happen when the time is right. And in the meantime, I'm going to keep doing me. I'm going to keep doing my routines. I'm going to keep loving myself. I'm going to keep focusing on myself and being this person that is ready to receive this great destiny that God revealed to me. I'm getting this image where it feels as though it's almost like Joseph, King of Dreams in the Bible. Did I just quote a musical instead of the Bible? Oh, what do you want from me? I was born in America. So essentially, Joseph gets this vision that he's supposed to rule over his brothers as king. And it was a vision from God, and he knew it was truth in his intuition. He knew there's this energy where you're getting a prophetic vision, an intuition of, I'm supposed to have this lifestyle. This is who I'm supposed to be in this world. And it seems out of reach and it seems grandiose, but there's something in me that's like, wait a second. Everything has been leading me up to this. But there's also this doubt of, am I being delusional? Am I being a little bit far-fetched? But you're like, no, deep down, you know it's not delusional because you're even fighting yourself with it, but your deep inner knowing is telling you, this is not far off from where you are right now. Your big dream is not far off from where you are right now. And it's funny because maybe you tried to be very practical, but God has given you a vision that your life is not going to be how it is like this forever. And actually, the life you envision yourself is so close because you have started to turn into and build into the person where you actually believe could receive these miracles. And that's why there is no more anxiety about when it's going to happen, when, because you know, and you just know it's meant to be yours no matter what. And so it's time to just go in and really just keep doing what you're doing. And you have a power in that because you realize the longer you're just doing what you are doing, the sturdier your identity is becoming. And you need a sturdy identity to be able to feel worthy of these big things that God has promised you. Your waiting season is over, not because it's divine timing, but because you have mentally made a mindset shift. You've mentally made a mindset shift. And it's this mindset shift has been life-changing for you because you're not questioning your power or second-guessing yourself, or you're in a totally different vibration because you have totally shifted vibrations. And it's not a matter of faking the motions, of pretending to be who you want to be. You're not faking it and using strategy. It's like your mindset has totally shifted into a more empowered mindset. Your mindset has shifted you to see yourself in a more accurate light, where you're realizing that all of the struggles you went through, all of the times you spent alone, all of the time where things weren't easy, were actually shifting you into this person who feels deserving of receiving this great destiny, and you're on the precipice of it. And the only challenge, because we have to remember that Saturn is going, so I'm a sidereal astrologer because that feels like my truth. However, I do believe in tropical astrology, but for predictions, I use sidereal. So in sidereal astrology, Saturn is going retrograde in Pisces, and Pisces is about releasing and letting go. And Saturn is a planet of restrictions and fear. August being the month of Saturn moving retrograde in Pisces, God is revealing some things to you about your higher destiny and where you are meant to go. But before, it's almost like you were in this energy where you didn't even really care about your health because you weren't really scared of dying, because you weren't scared of losing anything. And now when God is giving you this greater vision for the future and what you're meant to have, you're realizing that the only thing that might be stopping you from receiving this great destiny is the fact that you realize if you were to obtain this, you would be scared of losing it. And you haven't felt that fear of loss in a while. And actually, I feel like the blockage for you in receiving this great destiny that God has revealed to you, the only blockage that is there in you manifesting it into your reality currently, is there is a subconscious, deep-seated fear that once you get this great thing God has for you, you'll be scared of messing up or losing it because it is so great. And I want to let you know right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you manifest this great destiny into your reality right now by removing that blockage for you. So what I have right here is a black candle, and a black candle is really good for banishing, and I'm going to carve my intention into it, which is releasing, and I'm going to carve it on the desk so I can't hold it up and show you, but we're going to release. For everyone watching this right now, sometimes with manifesting, it's not about bringing in your desire. Your desire is already at the door, but you have to let it in. But if there are locks and blocks and guards up, your blessing could be knocking at the door, but you're not willing to answer it because you're too scared. And that's what I feel for you energetically. I feel like your great big life change is at your doorstep. The things that you want are waiting at your door. It's just a matter of removing those blockages so it can enter your house, essentially. So we're going to release. I'm carving this into my black candle. Release all fear of loss. Because listen, it's a fact of life that blessings don't last forever and the hard times don't last forever. Everything will come and go. And what I'm doing with this is I'm helping you be okay with that. Because once you're okay with that and you realize that happiness will be there, but one day it'll go away, because that's just the facts of life. Once you realize that and you're okay with feeling loss and pain, you'll be able to receive good things into your life without having a strong attachment to it. So I'm going to light this candle for your group, and as I give you the rest of this reading, I will manifest for you releasing all fear of loss. In the name of Jesus, I release from group number 1 all fear of loss. In the name of Jesus, I release all fear from loss. Now the block is lifted for you to be able to answer the door and have the blessings that have been sitting on your doorstep, but you haven't let in due to that unconscious block. And I really hope that helps you. And feel free to do this ritual on your own. If you, I mean, always do it on your own, but I hope this is the catalyst for that to happen for you. Now, in regards to your love life, this is where things got very interesting, I have to say. I'm getting this energy where you feel like you're having trouble getting over someone from the past. And you're like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Sorry. I'm going to have to edit that out. So it's you're having a lot of obstacles in your love life. I see that clear as day. And you're really like going, you know what? I'm focusing on me. I'm focusing on my mindset of self-love, and I'm not letting my mind think of the past, but it's beyond your mind. It's something in your gut and your soul that says there's too many unfinished things with people from my past where I don't have that full closure in my gut. My mind has moved on. My mind has been like, you're not worth thinking about anymore. I'm going to focus on leveling up my mindset, because mindset is everything. We see that on Love Island. Bella is conventionally beautiful, but she did not have a self-love mindset, and you could tell the way she was acting around Nick. Sierra, the reason why she kept Nick is because she has a self-love mindset. She has a putting my agenda first mindset, not love and romance first. And so it has nothing to do with your looks. Your mindset is everything. You can see it on Love Island. And I feel like your mindset is there where you are at the point where you're like, I'm not going to be doing pick a cards about someone from my past. I'm not going to rehash the past. The past is the past. I'm moving on. But it's something in your gut that says, your heart and your gut, that you can't help. That's like, there's something unfinished from there. You need to know that you guys are going to be reunited with someone the universe has a plan of reuniting you with. It might not be the person you want or are thinking of, but it's the person you need to be reunited with. It's the person you're destined to be reunited with. And I'm not talking about the people that won't leave you alone, keep texting your phone and inboxing you even though you had no interest. We're not even going to focus on them because we're not even trying to manifest more flies into our life we don't care about. I'm talking about focusing on this is someone that the universe, God, a higher source says there's been unfinished business, things that have yet to be said, a closure and a reunited energy that's meant to happen again. Both of you had to go your separate ways. They had to retreat because both of you had, so they say your beliefs are made from 0 to 7. This was a time for you to go and heal your relationship with your family members. And how you'll know this is for you is you will have noticed that over the past few years, you have been getting closer with your mom, getting closer with your dad, getting closer with your sister. And if not getting closer to them and healing those relationships, you've been going to therapy and healing from what those relationships did to you mentally, so you're able to release the past and actually be the person you're meant to be instead of having a mindset that was instilled into you by toxic people. It could go either way because this is a general reading. Now, your person, believe it or not, was mirroring you and doing the same thing. You and this person from the past retreated from each other to do some healing away from each other. But, this person has wanted to reach out to you, but they've been holding themselves back because the timing hasn't been right. But this August, if they reach out to you, it's because the universe is saying that this is not over and there needs to be a second go and there's too many loose ends. If they reach out, know that the universe is telling you something is not over between the two of you and something needs to be said. There needs to be some closure, or this is a connection that's worth revisiting. Now, if no one reaches out to you in August, just know someone had been thinking about you. It wasn't over for them. It's kind of like when Nick and Allie in The Notebook, they were lovers, but they had to go their separate ways for a while because Allie had to do things her parents' way, and Noah had to build a house to prove something to himself, and they didn't get reunited until later. Now, I'm not saying life is a happy ending movie where you guys are going to live happily ever after and die next to each other. But if you're reunited from someone from the past, if you hear from them, it's because the universe is saying there is unspoken things that need to be said, and there is a storyline here that is not quite completed, and they have been avoiding reaching out to you. And I do feel like, if you're wondering who this person is emotionally intelligent, emotionally aware, and was very emotionally open with you. They were someone who wasn't afraid to express their feelings to you and show their feelings to you. This was not the cold person you're thinking of. This was a very affectionate person, but they had a problem communicating their affection into words, but you felt affection from them. Okay, so that's who I see for you in love. And this candle, we don't have to burn it all the way down for it to work, because I set the intention, but feel free to do this ritual on your own. Thank you so much for watching group number 1. If you guys like my reading style and you really resonate with me, I do have a Patreon that's in the link, and you're not going to get anything as a free member. You have to subscribe to the $11 a month subscription to get 4 extra videos like this one a month from me. And you have 200 videos from the past years of 8 years that you'll have access to. So over 200 videos from me, as well as 4 new videos every month on my Patreon. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Group number 2, my love. What's up, queen or king? I just have to say that this message is going to be very impactful for you, hopefully, because I'm seeing God has blessed you so much in this life where you actually have something you're afraid of losing. Group 2, I want to tell you that not everyone has that. You know, one way you'll notice you're afraid of loss is if you care about eating healthy, you care about working out because you want to live longer in order to be there for someone you love. If you have that in your life, you are so beyond blessed, because most of us don't have that. I know people who could give a crap about their health. They don't quit anything. They don't take care of their bodies because they have nothing to lose in this life, that they want to stay here that bad. I'm seeing group 2 that God has blessed you with something that you are scared to lose, whether it is a person, it is a beautiful family, it's a house, it's a position. You are afraid of losing it. And stop lying to yourself you are, because you think, what if it goes away? What if it is stripped from me? What if something happens to take it all away? And that fear, listen, I'll tell you something astrologically. I follow sidereal astrology because for predictions, it's accurate. For personality, tropical 100%. I'll give you that. But in sidereal astrology, Saturn, the planet of discipline and karma, is going retrograde in August in the sign of Pisces, and Pisces is the sign of loss. It's the unknown, and it's things that are totally out of your control. And if Saturn, the planet of discipline and structure, is in Pisces, what is it teaching you? Since Saturn is the greatest teacher, that loss, some things are out of your control. Okay? Some things happen that even you didn't manifest, that were just a part of fate and destiny. And listen, when I tell you, I'm seeing here that God has gifted you with something that a lot of people don't have, whether it's a great love and you're holding on in fear because you're scared they're going to cheat on you or leave you or find someone better. It's like, listen, I'm also hearing all of your dreams have came true, and now you're thinking, now what? Because group 2, I'm getting this very mystical energy from you, where you had this manifestation you had in your brain for so long. This identity of who you wanted to be in this life. And I'm almost hearing that Lana Del Rey song that goes, American dreams came true somehow. Now my life is sweet like cinnamon, like a fucking dream I'm living in. This has happened to you where you're like, holy shit, manifestation works. Visualization works. I'm exactly where I want to be in life. The things that I wanted years ago are my reality, and I don't even know how I got here, and it seems unreal. That's where you are in life right now. Whether you are manifesting for a loving husband, a loving partner, fame, fortune, whatever it was, it's your American dreams came true. Your manifestations came true. And it's shocking because you're like, is life even real? It almost feels surreal. You're like, is life a dream? Is life a reality? Holy shit, manifestation is real. Everything is real. And it makes you... Because one thing people don't tell you about this when it happens is that you feel disconnected from reality because you realize just how real thought training is. Like you're realizing, I planned for this, I plotted for this, I manifested this, I focused my energy on this one goal and it actually became my reality. And you might start to feel like life isn't even real, like you're going a little crazy. Calm down. Well, don't calm down if you don't want to, but I wish I could give you a hug. It's okay. I'm here. The universe sent me to comfort you and to tell you that it's okay. Like, this isn't a monkey paw wish. This isn't the devil testing you. Everything has come to you because you wanted those things because it was already your destiny. And you were able to pick up on that timeline of your destiny before it happened. You're not going crazy. Everything is okay. But, the Holy Spirit is telling me that you are afraid of losing it. And if you're not afraid of losing it, there's another part of you that feels as though this was what I wanted this whole time, and it kind of feels a little disappointing. That's normal. You're not ungrateful. That is totally normal. You might have finally gotten that dream person that you wanted, that situation in life that you wanted, and the reality of it was Saturn being retrograde in Pisces, because you have to remember Saturn is reality. Pisces is your dreams. So your dreams have quite literally become a reality. But as it goes retrograde, you're either insanely scared of losing it so that you cling tighter to it, or you're finally realizing that this reality isn't as exciting or as magical as it was when you dreamt of it. That's totally normal. Now, I am not God. I don't know why things like this happen. However, what I can tell you is that happiness comes from within. And you're being asked in this very unsettling time, because sometimes blessings this big can be unsettling. You're being asked to cultivate that happiness within because you finally understand that happiness doesn't come from circumstance. It's not that you're in the wrong circumstance. It's not that it's time to leave this circumstance. It's not, you need to, now that God has shown you, you can have everything that you want and desire in your reality, but happiness comes from within. It does not matter your situation. You make that happiness within. And this is what you're learning. And you know what, group 2, when it comes to love, and it's funny because when spiritual teachers used to tell me happiness comes from within, I really didn't understand. But really, it's being able to be so in the present moment and finding inspiration towards focusing on things that make you feel happy in the moment. Like, for instance, like if you have inspiration to go to Joanne Fabrics and, start making manifestation rituals for yourself, like wherever you feel inspired, you focus on that instead of my external is wrong, I need to change it, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. But it's about going back to the redrawing board and finding a new inspiration and not thinking you have to change your whole path or whole destiny because you finally got what you wanted and it's not exactly what you had in mind. No, now it's time to derive your happiness from inside because you've gotten what you want on the outside. And the quickest way to push something away is be afraid of losing it. Be afraid of losing it, you are guaranteed to lose it. But if you're like, I'm good either way if I lose it or don't because I won't lose myself. That is how you keep everything in your reality going the way you want. Okay? So when it comes to love, it looks as though you're actually attracting somebody that is very good for you, that is very healed. And this person is going to inspire you to be a healthier version of yourself. A lot of people say, I found this to be such a major theme. And for some of you guys, I heard beauty. You're scared of losing your beauty because it's brought you so much blessings. 999. The quickest way to push something or someone away is to be afraid of losing it. You have to have that assuredness in yourself. And I used to think all that shit was bullshit. But I used to think all that stuff was a load of crap. Until I really embodied that mindset where you are such a queen. Your worth comes from simply being a woman, simply being a human being, and you really believing that in your core. It doesn't come from male validation. It doesn't come from, I'm hearing Vanessa. Maybe you guys like Vanessa Hudgens. Maybe that was your favorite Disney star. I just saw her name pop up. It comes from within of you being a creation from God. I am worthy as I am. I don't have to put on a pound of makeup. Fuck you. I'm fucking pretty. Okay? Or like, fuck you. I deserve my voice to be heard and my opinions simply because I'm who I am. Not because I'm pretty, not because I'm famous, not because this, that, the third. That shit, guys, I went through a dark time where I was in my flop era and no outside world was giving me validation. But God put me on a path where I truly learned it doesn't matter who's giving me validation. I'm giving myself validation, but simply not because of anything, simply because I exist right now. I am deserving. And it took someone coming in with that mindset to show me and inspire me, where I actually flipped my mindset overnight. It was an overnight thing. When God says suddenly, it is suddenly. And when you are ready to understand, you don't have to earn love. You don't have to earn blessings. You are deserving of blessings as you are right now. The mindset shift will literally happen overnight. You will be a different person overnight when you are ready. When you are ready. And there will be a time when you are ready. And you will know because you will understand what I'm talking about. So I actually did this for group number 1. I enchanted this candle for you guys. Little spoiler alert, little preview. Bro, what is my hair doing? Okay. I am removing the fear of loss from this candle. So I carved into this black candle because black is good for banishing. I'm manifesting for you, group 2. I am releasing the fear of loss. The fear of loss from a person, the fear of loss from your business, the fear of loss from a situation because you're scared of losing it because it's so good. I'm releasing that fear from you. And because I'm releasing that fear from you, guess what? You're going to keep it in your life because what you are not afraid of losing will stay. Look at Sierra from Love Island. I don't know if she's really into Nick I guarantee you Sierra has a ulterior agenda she's using for Nick. She is not afraid of losing Nick, which is why Nick stayed. Bella, you could tell, really liked Nick and was afraid of losing him. You could tell in the beginning. That's why he didn't choose her. So what I'm doing for you is I'm using some white sage and this black candle, and I'm banishing the fear of loss from you. In the name of Jesus, I banish the fear of loss. In the name of Jesus, I banish the fear of loss. You are no longer afraid of losing that person, and so it is, and so you keep your power. White sage is good for clearing. You don't have to finish this video for it to work, simply because you watched it, it worked. And I feel like in love, you guys are attracting someone that is actually very healthy and good for you. And you're learning in this I know it hurts. I'm about to be brutally honest with you. I know like sometimes I can trigger people with big egos because sometimes it's not my job to point out what people are doing wrong, but I can't help myself. You're attracting someone who's actually very good. You attracted or are attracting someone who's actually very good for you. They are very healthy. They are very healed. And they are leading the way on how you can heal and love yourself. And they're actually showing you ways where you can actually be wrong and you can actually be toxic. And in love, this person might be a little ahead of you, because I think you're used to being a little smarter than the people you date. A little more ahead of the game, a little more strategic, a little more aware. But it's funny because this person is a little more aware than you, a little more healed. And they're actually leading the way on how you can love yourself and how you can be stronger. Because essentially their love has come into your life to show you how to love yourself and be strong and how to be better. And that doesn't mean this person is perfect or they don't make mistakes. Of course they do. But they are meant to trigger you because they are meant to be your greatest teacher in you developing yourself. They have come in as a teacher for you. And so that's love. And for those of you who haven't been with anyone in a long time, or you were in a challenging relationship, that person came in as a spiritual teacher for you to realize your own strength, and you have mastered this lesson and you are ready to move on to real love because you have mastered that lesson finally. All right, my love, that's all I have for you. I hope group 2, that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching your August prediction. I will see you later, hopefully. Oh, if you like this, I have a Patreon. If you like 4 new videos a month from me and 200 videos that I've done from 7 years of having a Patreon, 200 videos like this one and 4 new ones every month, be sure to join my Patreon for only $11 a month. The free version ain't going to get you anything. I see a lot of you joining the free version. I don't know why you don't get anything. You have to subscribe for $11 a month because guess what? I have bills I got to pay too. So subscribe to that $11 a month or else I'll hex you. Just kidding. I wouldn't do that to anybody. I love you guys so much. Mwah. Bye. Hi, group number 3. So I have one candle that I lit for you guys. And this candle right here is just to help you manifest motivation and energy to get unstuck and to feel like doing stuff. You know, if you are like, I just need an Adderall. Well, guess what? After this video, you will feel like you have taken a 5 milligram Adderall because I've enchanted this candle for you to make you feel like that. And also, I want to let you guys know, if you don't feel like that, maybe it's your body's way of saying, hey, I need a break. I am predicting that your weekend is about to be lit or you're about to have a heavy workload, and I'm just knocking you out on the couch so you can recharge yourself. So always honor your body's cycles. Group 3, your August. Let's get the overall summary. I have the Astro dice right here. The first 2 were very channeled and deep. Group 3, I didn't feel like that for your pile. I'm going to do it in more of a traditional format. Group 3, your overall summary for August. We have North Node in Taurus in the 5th house. Okay, this is go out and have fun. Listen, Saturn is going retrograde in August. This is your summer break from all of the harsh lessons. If you have been lonely or feeling lonely, like, damn, I try to date, I try to put myself out there, I can't make any friends, I'm in a lonely ass season, or maybe your work just isn't clicking, you're going through the motions and it feels like you're just not reaching any aha moments and epiphanies. You know, August is the time to just let loose and have a summer break and have fun. Go out and have some fun. Eat some good food. Go to a good restaurant. Go to a good bar. Splurge and spoil yourself. I'm also seeing a love triangle coming in here where your love life is about to get rather dramatic. We might be... You know, what's funny? I heard a lot of you who are single, it's time to put yourself out there and date. Now, I know a lot of dating coaches will tell you not to use dating apps, but some of you guys are so secluded or your circle is so small that, you know, sometimes you'd be surprised who you meet there. Like, I've made a lot of friends on there. And yeah, okay, ideally you meet in person, but times are different. You know what I'm trying to say? Especially, if you guys work from home or you feel isolated, you're just not meeting the right people. It feels like this is going to be a huge time for you to keep your options open when it comes to love. And you're actually being guided to do that. Like, weigh out your options in love, group 3. You don't have to marry the first person you have feelings for. Let me tell you what, I fall in love with a new person every week. And, you know, after you get to know them a little more, you realize, oh, you ain't for me. We're not going the same places. So the whole lesson for you in August in life is date multiple people, have a roster, because, and I think this is what's coming for you, because you're going to have so many options of people that could be the one. And you're going to have to weigh out, okay, who is for me and who is not for me, who's compatible with me and who's not. You guys are going through a timeline jump, group number 3. This is amazing. This means your life is about to radically transform for the better, as we see with trine and blessings. So whatever is happening in August, it's filled with drama, but the drama is good because it brings a little spice to your life. You're going to feel like a main character in a movie because it's time for certain plots to play out. It's time for certain things to happen. And a lot of your manifestations in August are coming to you. I don't know why people think Saturn retrograde is bad. Saturn retrograde is actually lit because Saturn's like, all right, let's lift the veil of reality. I'm going backwards in the sky, which means my normal restrictions of reality are not so strict during this time. And Saturn retrograde has begun through July. So it's like the normal blocks that were there have been lifted, and the normal laws of nature and reality are lifted, and things that you are wished for are coming in with this trine card. And once again, I think it's because you did go through a timeline jump. Maybe you guys have felt it where you're like the air feels different, or like the wind feels different. I feel different. Something feels different in the times. It's not like how it used to be. And you've been feeling like, oh, we really went through a timeline shift. The old, I can see the passage of time. That's what I hear you saying. There's some good stuff coming to you right now, okay? I just got a notification from one of the channels I follow, a tarot channel, and it said the good things coming. So group 3, I see a lot of good things coming to you with this timeline jump. And you guys are seeing that I'm shuffling as I go. We have a manifestation timeline jump. And it's funny because I feel like because you're going through a timeline jump, you might also be feeling more creatively inspired, more like, oh, I'm going to put together some outfits. I'm going to do some different makeup looks. I'm going to decorate. Like, you're just feeling like in this energy of creation. That's what I feel for you. How are you feeling? And you know what? Your life has been moving slow for a while. Same old shit, different day. Lots of feelings of boredom I'm feeling here. You're not going to be bored in August. How are you currently feeling? How are you currently feeling so I know that this reading is for you and I can really connect with you? The 9 of Swords, you're currently feeling like shit. You're like, girl, I don't believe one word coming out of your mouth. I'm not getting good sleep. I'm hearing you say like you have anxiety. You're like frozen because you're so anxious. Like you don't want to get out of bed, or you're thinking the worst about a situation. And especially if you're feeling like in this 9 of Swords energy of mental anguish, this is confirmation. August is going to be lit. It's going to be totally different to how your July was in the best way possible. Did you guys hear that ding? I just saw the Gaylord, so maybe you guys live in East Hollywood. Like some of you guys live in Hollywood like me, so some of you guys live in East Hollywood. Or maybe you guys are gay. As some signs, this is for you. This incense is going crazy. I don't know if you guys can see it. So why are you guys feeling sad? You guys are feeling sad because you're like, this certain wish of mine has not come true. This certain thing I want has not happened yet. That's why you're feeling sad. That's what I feel for you, group 3. It's not what's happening to you, it's what's not happening to you that's making you sad. But August, with the veil being lifted, with Saturn going retrograde, you're going to see a big wish of yours come through. And it's going to come like, it's like when God says suddenly, God means suddenly. It's like everything is going to come all at once. I just saw 222. Everything is going to come for you all at once. If your June was particularly like shitty, I heard this is for you as well. But it feels like everything you wished for is going to come all at once. And for some reason, it's divine timing in August for it to happen. And it's going to come suddenly, unexpectedly, and happy surprises. I felt a shift in the collective energy. Like as a psychic, I'm very connected to what's going on in the world. And I felt a shift in the air. I felt that we all have collectively went through a timeline shift. I don't think it was just me. And this timeline shift is like, whoa, like it's this realization of things are not the same as they were before. And it's like a pleasant shakeup of new cast members coming into your new season of life, new situations, new environments, new, where the energy has literally shifted, where it doesn't feel the same as before. That's the energy of what I feel for you. Let me hype you up. Let me hype you guys up so you know that this is for you as further confirmation. You guys have been improving your health, quitting drugs, letting go of things that are bad for you, quitting smoking, quitting drugs, quitting drinking, eating healthier. Maybe you guys are nurses or in the health industry or the healing fields. Okay, let's get another one for you guys. We also have this strength card. I'm picking up a very heavy yellow aura you guys possess. And this yellow aura tells me you're not looking for excitement. You're not looking for stimulation in August. You are the stimulation. You are the excitement. You're realizing people need you in order to have fun. There's this mindset shift that's shifting. Instead of I'm searching for someone who's exciting, I'm searching for someone that brings excitement into my life. You're making this mindset shift of, wait a second, I am the excitement. Wait a second, people need me. People need me. People search my energy because I make them feel alive. And because you've made that mindset shift, you're a magnet for the things that you desire in August, especially, you are a magnet for the things you desire in August. And listen, a lot of the reason why your manifestation power is back, or you're going to notice your desires are being easily and swiftly and quickly manifested into reality, is because you have gone in and done a lot of healing on yourself. And I know we like to sometimes downplay that. We like to think, no, I'm like the same toxic hot mess as I was before. You're not. You either started going to therapy, you switched up your medication, you are starting to do DBT, you have gotten off some sort of substance, you've done something to better your energy and your mindset. And I strongly feel August is actually going to be surprisingly blessed for you. Another sign this is for you is you're about to celebrate a birthday, or you're going to go to a birthday party in August. Now, for others of you, it feels like you're going to be surrounded by people, friendships, people. You're going to have more fun in your life in August. I strongly felt that for you. Okay, so let's dive deep into your love life. I'm about to get some specifics about this love triangle and what's going down here. So let's take a look at that. And okay, so group 3 in love, I feel like I'm just going to be real with you. When I got this card, like I'm very connected to this Doreen Virtue deck. I know she doesn't believe in this stuff anymore. That's fine. God bless her, whatever. But I'm very connected to this deck. And this deck has never steered me wrong. Never. This tells me you used to chase love, and don't be like, no, I didn't. You did. You would like overly perform to make people like you. And this performance could have been putting on a pound of makeup. Now, there's nothing wrong with makeup for artistic expression, but you would put on makeup because you're like, if I'm pretty enough, then I will get the men I want, or if I go to the gym and get jacked, I'll get the girls I want. So everything you did was very performative. Even your personality was performative because you would act in a way that you thought would get you the love that you want. You're starting to shift this, where you're realizing that, no, I don't have to perform for shit. I simply deserve love because I'm a human, and I simply deserve love because of who I am, not because I'm performing. And you're focusing on your self-care. You're sticking to your self-care routines. That's something I see, like you're booking that facial once a month, Botox once a month, massages, not for performance to be beautiful enough to earn love, but because It's what makes you feel good. Going to Pilates, not because you want a fit body so people will see how amazing you are and want to be your friend or so you can model. It's like, no, I can model now with my body not fit and people will love it because I'm that bitch. Not everything you do is no longer performative. It's because it feels good for you. And so this mindset shift, is helping you manifest love. A lot of you, I feel, group 3, you have been manifesting love for a long time, like visualizing it, and it hasn't been coming in. I'm also hearing some of you guys, like a sign this is for you, is you actually did like a reconciliation spell, or you have set your intention to get someone's attention. And after a long time, like where you're like, okay, this shit isn't working, I'm just going to go focus on me. It's actually working because remember, with Saturn going retrograde in Pisces, the veil is lifted. The restrictions of reality are lifted. Things aren't so heavy and they're moving faster. And there's something, you directed your energy or manifestation in something, and someone's seeing your birthday number everywhere. You're constantly popping up on their For You page. If you post like on Instagram or YouTube, you've been, it's like the second you took your attention off of them and you started just focusing on making yourself feel good in the moment, this person is seeing your birthday number and your name everywhere. They cannot go a day without seeing little reminders of you. And so, they see you everywhere. I look for you everywhere in interference. Now, what is physically going to happen in your love life that you can see in August? Because like I said, I see 2 options coming in for you. I see, before, if there wasn't any options, it's like this timeline jump has helped you perceive more options in your reality that before you couldn't see because there was way too many blocks. But now that the blocks are lifted because you've timeline jumped, you're perceiving more options into your reality. So your energy, we have the committed card. A lot of you guys, I think you're looking for something committed. So maybe a love triangle or having multiple options really isn't for you. You would rather just be with one person. But sometimes like your higher self and your unconscious wants something that your conscious self doesn't really want. And I think you really want to experience different people. But listen, I have to tell you, in regards to what you are attracting, I see you attracting someone who has mutual feelings for you. Babe, the reason why in the past you weren't attracting people who had mutual feelings for you is because you had unintegrated parts of yourself that you would project onto the people you dated, and you'd become obsessed with them because they represented a part of yourself that you were ignoring. Now that you have integrated those sides into you, your personality, your perception, your life, it's like you are a full person on your own now. And you're not falling in love out of projection anymore. You're falling in love due to a resonance of energy where it's like 2 whole people who get together. With this synergy energy, this love and committed, you're finally getting reciprocal feelings from someone. You're finally getting requited love because the lesson has been learned. You've integrated parts of yourself. You're no longer projecting onto other people, and it's growing into mutual love. So there, in one of your options, there will be a mutual respect, a mutual understanding, and a togetherness of love, which you have manifested successfully into your life group number 3. I strongly feel that for you. And you know why you've manifested it? Because you finally fucking detached. You finally went, you know what? Fuck this shit. I don't need a relationship. I'm whole on my own. You finally have reached that point. And not just gaslighting yourself and rolling your eyes when people tell you, like you honestly feel detached from connected to someone else because you've integrated your masculine and feminine energies, even by accident. It wasn't even on purpose. You did the healing. You're like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. And as soon as you were like, whatever, and you turned away, all of a sudden you feel something here, you look, and that's everything you've been searching for right there in your face. And that is why August is going to be so blessed for you, because you have finally reached that level. Now, what I'm going to end for you here This could be also with any desire, by the way, not just love. I'm going to get some more messages for your August out of this creativity deck. Funny story, the author of this deck, I think I saw at a spiritual store one day, but I'm not really sure. But I was like, oh, and I know a lot of you have said you see me out in the wild and you don't say hi because I'm super awkward. I have social anxiety, like real bad. But if you ever say hi, I'll be really nice. I just am very anxious, but that doesn't mean I don't like you or I'm not vibing with you. And I never want you to think it's your fault, group 3. I just want to tell you that. Okay, so let's get some cards about... Yeah, you guys have felt stuck for a while. Like, this is your major sign. You felt stuck. You're like, what am I doing wrong with manifesting? Your whole lesson is detaching. You're stuck because you're not detaching. You refuse to let go. You refuse to just turn away and go, it is what it is. Isn't it funny how when you don't want someone, they chase you? Ain't that some shit? Like, when you don't want somebody, when you don't want a friend, when you don't want a person, they're like up your ass, blowing up your phone. That's why you've been stuck, because you've refused to detach. You can't detach because you're like, no, I want this. I don't want to detach. But something is shifting spiritually where God's helping you out with that mindset of how to detach. And as soon as you don't care, as soon as you literally could care less, because I think that's what's coming for you in August. You could care less. You've detached from that desire. As soon as you turn away, like, you know what, I truly don't care. Not like you're gaslighting yourself, but you truly feel it in yourself. That's when you start getting unstuck. And I think this Saturn retrograde in Pisces is helping you get unstuck. And I think something you innovate is going to be super successful, which is going to make you focus on the good that can come out of the desire that you no longer have, because something else in your reality is going so well that you no longer care about having a certain thing. And you're going to notice that this thing comes up. And once it comes up and you don't care about having the other thing because you're so whole and complete, that's when it comes in. And I see this mindset shift and this spiritual shift happening for you in August. So enjoy your blessed August. I hope you guys have such an amazing freaking August. If you like this video, I am a clairvoyant, psychic medium, and I post 4 times a month on Patreon. And I also have like 200 videos on Patreon of Pick A Cards, where I guide you through your spiritual journey in life, and it's only $11 a month. So the link to do that is down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your summer.